Currently in the small village of Tha Sawang, Thailand, the men are afraid to sleep. For months now, the men in the village have been trying to fight a paranormal entity dubbed locally as the Pime Mai, or the Widow Ghost. So far, close to a dozen strong, healthy men have died without any apparent medical reason. The villagers and the family of the men claim that they were all healthy, do not show any sign of sickness at all, but still succumb to death in their sleep. Out of fear their next male relatives might die next, some of the villagers sought the help of a spirit medium to consult the spirit world about what was happening. This medium told the villagers the widow ghost was hunting for several more victims, and those who only had one son were more at risk of an unwelcome visit than other families. She added that in order to combat the spirit, families should hang a red shirt outside of their home to help repel the evil. Most in the neighborhood have heeded the medium's advice and hung red shirts. Even villagers that are non-superstitious have done the same out of respect to their neighbors. Some men even took it further by wearing red nail polish or lipstick as they slept to fool the ghost into passing over them. However, at least one man wearing red nail polish on May 3rd.
Hello!
They're ugly.
Let our freak flags fly!
And they know it.
Isn't that right, gibberish cat?
Ugly dogs, rated PG. There are places all around the world that claim to be haunted, but some of them, for whatever reason, are considered to be much more sinister than others. The homes on this list once belonged to real families, and over time they've gained a seriously scary reputation. These are the 5 most haunted houses in the world. Number 5, Borley Rectory, England. Dubbed as the most haunted house in England, Borley Rectory sits on the outskirts of England, in the desolate little town of Borley, close to Suffolk. Built by Reverend Henry Bull in 1862, this structure was put in place of an older rectory that had mysteriously burned down years prior. Legend has it that a 13th century Benedictine monastery once stood on the grounds. One of the monks had fallen in love with a nun who served in a nearby parish, and when the two tried to elope together, their love affair was discovered. The monk was then hung while the nun was bricked up in a wall inside the rectory. Although investigators believe the story is nothing but fiction, it has become part of the lore of the Borley Rectory. Apparently, ever since the Reverend and his family moved into their home, they've reported seeing a mysterious nun walking around the garden path. Other strange occurrences were also noted, from rappings, unexplained noises, and even poltergeist activity. After Reverend Bull died inside the Blue Room on the property, the area that's reported to be the most haunted today, his son Harry took ownership. After he passed, it went on to Reverend Guy Smith, and he couldn't stand the unusual activity happening there. In the rectory, the Foysters finally moved out. However, despite no one living there, reports of paranormal activity continue. Famed journalist and paranormal investigator Harry Price leased the home for a year to conduct further investigation. Along with several other people, he conducted a seance, and the spirit of a young lady named Marie Lair came through. She then revealed her husband had killed her and placed her body in the cellar. And then another spirit predicted that her bones would be discovered after a fire on the property. This proclamation didn't happen until years later when the new owner, Captain W.H. Gregson, accidentally knocked over an oil lamp inside the library. The rectory and home completely burnt down and were in shambles. It was here that Price decided to excavate the cellar, and sure enough, there were small bones found. Even though the rectory was in ruins after the fire, captured ghost phenomenon still prevailed. Life magazine captured an image during the time, and in it there appeared to be a floating brick. And then another image was snapped that seemed to capture a monk walking by. The Borley Rectory was finally demolished in 1944, but its haunted past continues to live on in infamy. Number 4, the Haunted Vicarage, Sweden.